Chip, have you ever wanted to go on an African safari? I think that if I had a chance to travel, I would rather go to Paris, France.
Paris? Why in the world would you want to go to a big, dirty city? I heard some people talking about that, and they said it was expensive and dirty.
But there are nice restaurants and cafes, and it's the place where high class people go to shop.
I don't need any of that city stuff. I'd love to go on a safari to Africa. I would get to see all those great big animals. Pastor Ron has been to Africa several times. He says you can see giraffes, hippopotamus, elephants, lions, even leopards.
Chip, those are all huge animals, and they would scare the living daylights out of you.
Would not? I'm really brave. I could sneak around and get a good look at all those big animals, and they probably wouldn't even know I was there.
I'll bet that if you heard one of those lions roar, you would shake your boots and run off looking for your mommy.
Not me. I could handle the roar of a lion. Our neighbor had a great big mean cat. One day I found that big old cat in a box, and it hissed at me. I just hissed right back at the thing. I think I scared it.
But Chip, you have no idea how big African lions are, and when they roar, the whole jungle trembles.
Well, Pastor Ron said it might be a good idea to take along one of those guides. What did he call him? A samurai guide? It sounds to me like the guide's name is Sam, and if you find a hungry lion, it's Sam or I. I'd let the lion eat Sam, and I'd probably be okay.
That's not it at all. A samurai guide is someone from an African tribe that really knows the jungle.
Oh, it probably would be a good idea to go with someone who knew how not to get lost in an African jungle. Would you have to have one of those samurai guides to go to Paris?
I don't think it would be a samurai. They only know Africa, but I think it would be a good idea to go to Paris with someone who knew how to get around there. I hear it's a pretty big place.
That must be what Pastor Ron was trying to tell us this morning. We don't live in a big city, but life can get kind of confusing. Pastor Ron was saying that's a good idea to find a reliable guide to help us not get lost in life also.
You know, Chip, my big sister decided to live life all on her own. She has gotten all messed up. I think it sure would have been a good idea for her to have trusted a reliable guide.
I have an uncle who's really strange. He seems to have messed his life up with what my dad calls bad choices. I sure don't want to end up like him.
Pastor Ron keeps telling us that Jesus is the best and most reliable guide for life. Let's find him.